is how you can draw a cartoon mummy. I was about to say dummy, but this is the underdrawing. So sketching very lightly, just going to draw his head. And since I'm doing this digitally, I'm doing this on a layer, and I'm going to do the official line work on a layer above this. So if you're sketching on paper, just make sure you're sketching lightly so that you can go over it in pen or in pencil darker and then erase these practice rough drawing lines. Okay, so this is the body of the mummy. And what I'm actually going to do is come down here and establish where the ground is. And I'm going to draw where his foot is. He's going to be walking. So this foot's going to be supporting his weight. And then out here, we'll draw another oval shaped diagonally for his foot that's taking the step. And we're gonna just come back to this foot and draw a little curve that comes up into his bottom like so. And then a second one that curves up into his body. And see, it's bending around here by the knee to show that it's supporting his weight. Then out here, from this hip, we're gonna show the foot being connected here. And then another line starting from his bottom, curving out to about the heel of his foot. Okay. And now, come back up here and just finish up his body, which is just this kind of egg oval shape. And now, see, he's facing this way. So his shoulders are about here. And we'll just draw a line that will come out. And then another line that comes out. And it kind of gets skinnier as it comes out. And we'll just establish that his wrist is right here. And we're just going to draw like a U shape. Shows his hands dangling. And then come over here to this shoulder. And we'll draw another arm coming out here for his other dangling hand. So this is the basis of his body. And then up here where his face will be, of course his face is covered in bandages, so I can't talk, but I just draw like this is where his eyes will be, and just draw some egg shape for his eye, and then another egg shape for his eye, and we'll put his pupils here. Alright, so this is the basic drawing. So now we're gonna go into the line work, and since I'm drawing digitally, I'm turning the opacity down. But if you have a light box, another option you can do if you're drawing on paper, for instance, is to put your drawing that you just did on the light box and then grab another sheet of paper and put it over it, and basically that'd be like you're working with a layer, and you draw on your fresh new sheet of paper now. And we'll just start inking this in, and we're gonna add the lines for the bandages later, and that's when you can be a little bit more creative, because you know the bandages could be I'm trying to, yeah, okay. And then we'll do the eye here, and boom goes the dynamite. All right, just keep following along. See, also, if you notice, like, I'm not just doing like long perfect strokes. I tend to do littler strokes that connect, because I find it easier to get the shape I want. But there's many different ways to do line work. But you also don't want to go too slow, because if you just do like little lines and you're just going slow, it'll get all wiggly and awkward. So you kind of just have to practice making a lot of lines, and the more you draw, the more you'll be able to feel, you know, you won't even think about it. You'll just kind of do what feels right for the drawing, like the hand motions you're making. And it's just like kind of like a muscle memory thing. So as you can see, I'm doing his hands now, and I'm not even giving him fingers or anything. That's the nice thing about mummies, is you can just have the hands in a little bandage, which makes it a lot easier to draw hands because it's just like a mitten. And yeah, even if you're drawing hands, like even the structure of the hand, you know, you could start out drawing a mitten to help you get the structure down. And we're gonna have some bandages dangling from his arms, but we're not gonna go like too overboard. But yeah, so as you can see, he's just taking a step. Okay. And alright, now the fun part. The part that's a little bit easier. I'm gonna turn this layer off on the bottom here. Alright, so now we're gonna start adding the bandages. And you kind of just have to think like, what is the shape you're bandaging? So like you wouldn't, if this was a 3D sphere, you wouldn't just draw bandages straight across. That would make it look very, very flat, like you're just drawing it over a hole. What you want to consider is the shape of the sphere. So you draw the bandages curving around, like so. This, you know, makes it much more three-dimensional. So since this mummy, of course, is a person, he has a 3D body, we will consider the shape of his head and draw the bandages going around it like this. And you can have some bandages that, you know, wrap into the top of another one, because that's just, you know, they're bandaged in different ways, but always keeping in mind the shape of the head. Okay. Now for the body, again, the shoulder's right here, so we'll just imagine that when they were bandaging this character, you know, they had to consider the shoulder, so the shoulder can wrap around like this. Okay, kind of gives it more of a 3D shoulder. And if you need to pause the video or slow down, you can do so. But now I think we need some bandages wrapping around the body more to give it more of the 3D shape. Like that. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. That helps the channel grow. I'm really trying to post something new to draw every single day on here, and I am taking people's requests, so definitely feel free to let me know what you're thinking. And I read every comment. I try to respond to every comment. Not all the videos have me talking. A lot of videos are just like just following along with some music, but sometimes I do like to talk to explain concepts a little bit better. And sometimes I draw on physical paper, sometimes digitally. And I'm drawing on a Cintiq tablet right now. And the program I'm using is called TV Paint. It's specifically designed for 2D animation, which, by the way, you can sign up for my 2D animation course via the link in the description. It's just an email list. I also send out free tips specifically about 2D animation and storyboarding, everything you need to know for how cartoons are created. And so definitely check that out if you're interested. And yeah, this is how you draw a mummy. And okay, so kind of just keeping the arms bandages pretty consistent stripes. And then right here around the wrist, I'm gonna change the shape to go the opposite direction I was going before, so downward. That's what you want to try to consider too, is like the natural flow that these bandages would be wrapped in. Okay, now I'm gonna give them just a few curves here to show like his bandages where they might be bandaged on, and maybe like a bandage here, almost like toilet paper stuck to him. Forgot to, yeah, that's not really toilet paper, but yeah. Alright, maybe on his head we can give him one, just a little one. And that's how you draw a mummy. Thanks for watching and subscribing. See you in the next video.